What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. And our last war was another one that was not terribly eventful. Pretty dominating war. We're not even going to go through their attacks because they left almost 20 on the board. But OneHive did a good job. All Town Hall 10s, 2 or 3 starred. We got 1 3-star, I think. And the rest of the Town Hall 9s 3-starred except for one, 21, snuck away with 94%. It was Thanksgiving, a lot of rushed attacks, a lot of people just jumping on, including myself, throwing in a few attacks and getting out simply because, trying to spend time with your family, all that stuff. It happens. No big deal. So let's get to some good attacks, though. Wandy taking on number 6, Town Hall 10 here. Looking at it, it's got two level 2 Infernos, so not maxed out Infernos and not maxed out air defense, which is what I think allowed him to really come in and just smash this base. But that being said, it was a very, very good plan. You see, he sent the queen in with her queen walk healers and opened up that compartment to send her towards the defending queen and also that top air defense. Then opens up the bottom compartment with a few giants and the king to come at that left air defense there. So he wants to get the queen taken care of. Obviously, the CC troops will come out at some point. He's not worried about that because, like always, it's a lava hound. But once you get that taken care of, and 2 air defenses plus the queen. If he gets that done, he's got a leg up. You see the king gets in there pretty far before he ever starts taking much damage. Uses that king's ability nice and early, and then right there, all of those barbs and the king take out that air defense very, very quickly. So now 2 down. The queen's done her thing. No big deal. She's over here. The lava hound's going to get on her eventually and slow her down, but goes ahead and uses the rage on her and the healers to get her healed back up. She still has her ability left. And then here comes just the swarm of lava hounds and balloons on that left side, just spamming almost, but sort of targeted, but just sending them all in. You see that little horseshoe pattern of haste spells. That's going to propel them right into that core where he has a freeze for the Inferno Towers and a rage for the balloons waiting on them. They just start tearing through that core very, very quickly. By the time the Inferno Towers wake up, it is too late. They are on top of them. Boom. One drop a bomb. That's done. Everything's moving through. The lava hound is just sitting there, and that is it. You have 1 lava hound still out there tanking for those balloons. Not that they really need it. There's plenty of them left. They split up and start cleaning up the base. Excellent attack by Wanders. All right, we'll let that finish up and move on to some Town Hall 9 action. Let's look at Noah taking on their top Town Hall 9, number 7, and doing it with a GoHo. And I want to show this one because I'm like 90% sure this is almost an exact replica of a base I used to run, which I know at the time was a custom-made base. So I guess it's funny how these bases do get around and people start copying them because I could be wrong. The Tesla in one spot I know is moved, but besides that, I think it's exact. I remember this base. I ran it for several wars. But it comes at it with on the right side with a golem and the queen, just not a queen walk, but letting that golem stay out front and the queen right behind it, sort of doing her thing and pushing her the direction he wants her to go. So she's taking everything out. Right here comes the next golems up top, tanking for that Tesla, dropping the wizards behind. He wants to create a funnel here. Obviously, he wants to push in at a certain location, which is right there. He's going to drop those wall breakers in, 1 test wall breaker, then a couple more to open everything up. Boom, it opens up, and as soon as that mortar goes down, all golems will reroute into that pocket. CC troops coming out, poison down for those. The king goes in. The queen is taking some damage right now because that X-bow has locked onto her. But after that, using that ability, the golems are going to be much closer, and she's going to be safe. You see the jump spell into the core. That's where all the threat is for his hogs, all the bombs and whatnot. But also, he wants to get in and get that defending queen taken care of. So right there, the king does lock on, uses the king's ability, a few swings, and she is taken care of. Here come the hogs. Just going to let them wrap around the base, starting at the top there. Got 14 hogs, so he's really slow deployment here, just playing it safe, reinforcing as he needs to. Dropping that first heal spell down, and then right there, a few more hogs up top. My Tesla, that's the one I was talking about, was a little bit different. I think it was down there on the bottom, but besides that, I just almost know this was that base. I don't know. You guys will probably know better than me, honestly. Everything's going through. He's got 1 heal left. Actually, he's got 2 heals left. So plenty of heals for the very few defenses that are left, especially since a few of them are being tanked already by that golem. The skeletons are chasing, but they're not putting up much damage at this point. If their hogs are standing in heal, they are no threat whatsoever. A few more go flying to a spring trap, so he's got to protect the few hogs he's got left. Goes ahead and drops that down, but the queen has caught up. She's going to help take out a few of those skeletons once she gets through this wall, that is. Poison spell's already been used. Drops that wizard up top just to help out with that town hall, start getting some damage down. But right there, everything's down. All threats are over. The queen, the hogs, the wizards, just cleanup time. We'll fast forward as they get the job done and 3-star that old base of mine. Good job, Noah. All right, moving along here. Number 9, our boy Predator, taking it out and doing it with a GoLaLoon with some Quake spells. You see right there, dropping those in, opening up that compartment. Now he's got access to 2 air defenses. He's got the Queen, which is obviously going to be very easy to get to, and the CC troops, he's going to take those out as well, clearly. Drops in a couple of golems, the wizards, funnel creation, normal stuff that we do on every raid, regardless of what it is. Queen goes down, starts moving her way in. As soon as that wizard takes out that collector, there'll be no threat of a king or anything walking around, so he can go ahead and deploy that. Drops the poisons in preparation for the CC troops coming out right here as these golems get a little bit closer. Here they come, getting right into that poison, slowing them down, taking damage, building up. And the queen is going to step up here just shortly and start taking out of those troops. Drops the heal for his, I guess it's a max attack, you could say, considering he used all of his spells on his kill squad. But the king still, I think, is up. Yeah, he's up still in the core there, using his ability nice and early. So he's still getting the full benefit of that rage for the most part. Lava Hounds coming in on both sides, and balloons obviously targeting everything that's left. He wanted, I think, to get that air defense that was in the core there, maybe just a little early on his balloons and his golems, because the queen did take it out. She just wasn't quite there yet. But the Lava Hound moves on to that last air defense. All balloons cutting through the base here very nicely. The queen's still up, and then right there, the Lava Hound busts. He's got one more doing just a little bit of tanking, but it's going to go pop here in just a moment, which is a good thing. He wants it to do that. Golem's already beaten on the air defense. A few lava pups are beating on it. I think that goes down here before the balloons even get to it yet. They do. And then that's that, just a few small defenses left, nothing that will threaten that many balloons or the queen or any of that, and especially not that massive pups that is moving its way around the base and getting the 3-star. Nice attack to our boy Predator. Just have to come up to the top here and get that army camp that somehow made it through. All right, let's look at Blue Proud taking on number 10. I like this attack. I really do. It was a very good job of identifying and exploiting this base's weaknesses. Drops the queen down with the healers there. Obviously, the king's going to come out in just a moment and start engaging her, so he's got quite a few healers on her, and drops that wizard to push her the direction he wants her to go. But the goal here, you can see, is pretty simple. Getting in there and taking out 2 of those air defenses right there, plus a sweeper. So he can get in there, get that taken care of, and then from there, he is going to send those hogs in. You see he's got a small pack of hogs on the left side with a heal spell to get yet a 3rd air defense. And from there, he's got those 6 dragons that he is going to turn loose on this base and absolutely crush it. Drops the poison for the CC troops. The queen is still full health, even being targeted by that X-bow and all that. He's going to have to use her ability here in just a moment because he doesn't want that balloon to be dropping bombs on her head. She takes those out very quickly and then turns her attention to the dragon, who goes down quickly thereafter. Now, I got one compartment open here. He wants the queen, that first air defense is already dead, but he wants the queen to go up to the north, walk into that compartment, and get that that 3rd air defense, excuse me. The hogs over there on that last one. So everything's taken care of at this point except for that 1 air defense. But he's got the queen going into that compartment. So now he can turn loose his dragons. It's going to take a while for them to get there. The queen's already going to have her thing taken care of, her job. He's got the jump spell as well. I'm not sure if he's willing to take... Okay, here's what he does. Yeah, forgot about this. This was an actually nice little touch too. From there, he could have simply deployed his dragons, and I think they would have been fine. But this is a great usage of his king. He drops it on the bottom here and just rages it, lets it come around the bottom, because the queen's going to aggro. And while he can't really get to her without going through that wall, now he's tanking for her. All of those point defenses are being tanked. He can just release his dragons and drop this rage spell down, and they are just absolutely going to tear through that bottom part of the base there. You see they're already locked onto that queen. 1 rage, boom, she's already dead. But they're just going to start with that rage spell, that many dragons. Everything they touch is going to be taken out with 1 breath of fire. You see the queen still up top, doing some tanking, taking out buildings, taking out defenses. Huge value for that queen walk, honestly. Just huge, huge value. She's about to go down right there. It's just a little more than she can take with that giant bomb triggered at least. But the story here is these dragons. He's got 6 or so dragons left, and nothing is going to stop them with all air defenses taken care of, the queen taken care of, the CC troops taken care of. They just run through the rest of this base. I don't know if he lost maybe 1 or 2 dragons. Beautiful attack by Blue Proud. All right, moving down a couple here. Our boy Pero taking on 13 and doing it with a GoLaLoon with the Quakes. He's going to open up. Let's see, I forget where he opened this one up at. I think towards the bottom there. Where you going, Impero? Come on, show me. Oh, Troll Tesla up there. He drops a balloon on it, takes care of it really easily. From the left side here, comes in with a golem, some wizards, actually a couple of golems and some wizards to create that funnel nice and wide. The queen's already down. Here comes some wall breakers going in, and then from there, he drops the quake right on toward the top of that air defense. Yeah, that little air sweeper compartment right there opens it up all the way through. Now, what that does here is beautiful because it gives him obviously 2 air defenses very, very easily, but it also gave him access to a 3rd air defense relatively quickly. Unfortunately, this Lava Hound in the CC comes out and really stalls out his queen here for quite a while. You see she's working on it. He goes ahead and drops the rage, but didn't drop it. Surprisingly, I'm not sure what happened there, but did not drop that rage on his queen. I think he should have gave her the rage, but the king gets it and the king gets the heal, so he's in there doing some work, trying to get that defending queen taken care of, but still that queen back there zapping all those, and these air pups, she gets locked onto that wall because those pups were behind it. That is a bug of hers. If they're right behind that wall, even though she could just walk up and shoot over the wall, she doesn't, so really stalls her out, and from there, I'm surprised she didn't go to that air defense, but she locks onto that mortar, and that just pulls her to the right side, does not ever come back. So he's got 2 air defenses. I think he probably only planned on having 1 left to deal with, but he's got 2. It's okay. The queen's dead. CC troops are dead. Everything is good except for that air defense. So he just comes at it with his normal plan. You usually want to have 1 Lava Hound more than air defenses that you have left. But this one works out. Just comes, heavy on his balloons there. Start taking out all those defenses very, very quickly. And then right here, you're going to see these balloons are going to cut right through the middle of the base. Again, when you do that counterclockwise, clockwise fashion. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch the video. Clockwise, counterclockwise motion or something like that. Just explaining why you do it that way, the benefit of it. And when those balloons start cutting through the core of that base, you know you've done it right. And also, you get the huge added benefit of them taking out defenses that would otherwise just be sniping them as they troll around the outside of the base, taking out all that ring of defenses. Right there, the queen finally comes over and gives a shot to that air defense, even though it was way overdue and the base was already wrecked. So beautiful attack by Pero. Everything about it was perfect. When you don't get an air defense that you planned on and you still wreck the base that badly, you had an excellent plan and good execution. So good job, buddy. All right, last one of this war, we will take on XYZ versus number 20 and doing the Zap Quake. I love it. Coming at it from the bottom with a couple of golems. He wants to get in here, take out this queen, those 2 air defenses, the sweeper, and the CC troops all right there handy for him. So he just drops all these wizards down. A lot of HP on the outside here, so he goes a little bit heavier than you would normally see on like just a wizard funnel creation. He wants to get all those storages taken care of and out of the way so his troops don't start wrapping around. Drops the jump spell down. I like the angle he put the jump spell. That pulls everything over to the left because that second air defense he wants to get is over to that left side. The queen taking out the first one here, drops the rage for that and all the troops. He's got those 2 lightnings and that 1 quake left over. A lot of, CC troops and skeletons and all that running around, which is slowing things down. But right there uses that queen's ability, takes out the dragon, and now even though she's locked onto that town hall, he's got some troops on that air defense, and it is definitely going to go down here. 1 more shot from that queen, boom, it's done. There's the Zap Quake right over there by the sweeper. Takes out that air defense. Only 1 air defense left. He's got a Lava Hound down, tanking for that, and just balloons swarming everything he can target on the outside of the base. Beautiful plan, beautiful execution. I don't know why. This is so simple to me when I look at it and think, okay, that's how you take out a base. But for some reason, when I attempt it, it just does not go this way. I can't explain it. One of these days, I'm going to do a Zap Quake for you guys that is going to be successful. Look how many balloons he's got left on that last air defense. Just a bunch. He's got pups all around, helping with cleanup. Nice spread on his pups. Balloons do go towards those high HP buildings, so that's a nice help. And that is going to be the 3-star for XYZ. Beautiful Zap Quake GoLaLoon. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Let's see, it's Thursday right now. Tomorrow's Friday. We might be having an arranged war tomorrow. Can't tell you for sure because I don't know. Wish I did. But if we do, obviously you'll get tons of coverage. Maybe if we do that tomorrow, no, I won't have it set up. I was going to say maybe I would stream some of that, but I don't even have it set up yet. Next week, I'm going to start getting that stuff set up. And so hopefully maybe the next weekend, you'll see one of my first war streams. And maybe even just a test stream or 2 during the week. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.